In a world where men often walk alone, who do they turn to for answers? Being male is a matter of birth, but being a man is a matter of choice. This is the dawn of something phenomenal. Fathers, sons, brothers, from the daily grind to the battles within. This is where real stories are told. A place where the silent struggles are given a voice, where the unspoken truths are laid bare. No holds barred. Brace yourself. This is Men on Record. It's more than just talk. It's a man thing.
Good evening and welcome. It is the 7th day of November 2025. It's a Friday. And actually, this is the first Friday of this month of November. Thanking God for His goodness and His faithfulness, for being with us across the week and also across the last 10 months of this year 2025. Indeed, we are here to proclaim He's been Ebenezer. He's been good. He's been faithful. He's been loving unto us, and for that we just want to say asante sana. And thank you so very much for joining us. It is time for Men on Record, and yes, thank you so very much for joining us from wherever you are tuned in from, whichever platform that you are joining us from. We do appreciate you so very much for the same. For those who are joining us on Hope FM, this is the station where you listen and live. Those who are watching us on Hope TV, where you look and you live, and we have not forgotten those who are following us across all our social media platforms. Thank you so very much for joining us on Men on Record. As always, I am your host. Thank you so very much. My name is George Gichuru. As always, a huge privilege. It's a huge honor and a joy to join you every Friday on Men on Record. It is a show that is dedicated to every man, young, middle-aged, and even the old, as we address real issues touching on real men, as we discuss and try to find real solutions for the same. And so please tell a man to tell another man to tell yet another man that it is time for Men on Record. And of course, as always, you can be part of this conversation. We would love and we love to hear from you as you interact with us, as you seek clarification, as you seek answers. Not that we are experts, but we sharpen one another as iron sharpens one another. We books and it's all about shaping the whole child. And at Brookshine Schools, learning goes beyond the classroom to nurture character, leadership, and faith. Just a reminder that Brookshine Schools is located in Kamulu, which is just an hour's drive from the CBD. Brookshine is a faith-based, family-oriented school that partners with parents and the church to raise balanced, confident, and compassionate young people who are prepared to lead with excellence. We will be telling you more about the same, but also you can visit their website already to see for yourselves. And this is brookshineschool.ac.ke, and this is to book a school tour and also secure your child's place today. Brookshine Schools focused towards excellence. And this evening on Men on Record, we are talking about loneliness, and it is loneliness in men and what contributes to loneliness in men. How can men be able to combat the same? What are some of the coping mechanisms that men use in as far as fighting loneliness is concerned? That is the conversation we are having this evening. And as a man, and I know their wives, their girlfriends, fiancés who are watching us and listening to us, how has your man been coping with loneliness? As a man, do you experience loneliness, and how are you able to cope with the same? 0717 400 555, that is the WhatsApp platform. And also you can use 0708 222 323. Hope FM Live, that's on our digital platform, and Hope TV Kenya as well. You can also use the same. We are on YouTube, and so you can utilize the comment section. Last week, we told you that we will be having a new co-host on Men on Record. And so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's now time to reveal the face, the voice that will be airing on Fridays on Men on Record, together with me right here on Hope Media. And so if the camera can now zoom.
George Gichuru. Yo, man.
How are you, sir?
I'm great, bro. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Have you been lonely on this show? Let's begin from there.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
You can share.
It's a safe space.
Yeah. You know, this is a space where men talk.
Men talk.
Men open up.
Yeah, to be honest, I think there was an element of loneliness.
All right.
But I'm glad that our producer and the larger team decided walipoenda ng'ambo zote wakatafuta watu wakaona jidume ambalo linaweza.
How's been the week, man?
My week has been fantastic. And I thank God.
Oh, great.
Because he's been good, he's been faithful. I'm now doing a different show, though.
Yeah.
And so it's
that is Richard John.
So, and you know what it entails?
I tell you.
But his grace has been sufficient.
Amen.
And so, mimi nimekuwa salama kabisa.
Oh, great.
I don't know about you. How has been your week?
I've been doing well.
All right.
The Lord is good.
Amen.
I just been following, the issues in East Africa, talking about elections in Tanzania.
Yes.
And everything to do with what's happening in in that country.
Which is unfortunate.
And by the way, we need to pray for Tanzania because it's really a defining moment for that country. It's a country many have known for, peace.
Peace, yes.
Stability.
Yes.
But right now they're experiencing something totally different.
Yeah.
Because many times they've seen other countries, going to chaos.
Wanajua Kenya and all.
But
now it is in their own backyard.
Yes.
So that is that is something that we need to pray about.
Absolutely.
And remember our brothers in Tanzania. And so a big honor to have you as our co-host on Men on Record.
Pleasure.
And this is the show that we discuss anything and everything touching on the man. And so karibu sana to Men on Record.
Thank you.
And we are looking forward to an amazing time with you. We are looking forward to your wisdom, your knowledge, your exposure, in as far as matters to do with men are concerned. And I know you will be such a huge asset.
I'm so excited.
To this, not just the organization, to this show particularly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so karibu sana.
Thank you, bro.
All right.
Manu anasemaje? Tabu tu kichapo sio? Kesho.
Don't you know, you have the latest? Coach Ruben.
Yes.
Yeah, coach of the month. Yeah, so tunapepea baba.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, ndio hivyo. Thank you. Karibu sana.
Thank you, bro.
We are not alone in studio this evening as well. We have our guest, and we were also excited when we heard that he was coming. And so we are looking forward to another amazing time with our good friend. He's been here before, not on Men on Record, but on Hope at Dawn. Yeah. Reverend Arthur Shikanda.
Yes, Shikanda.
Ujambo?
In person.
In person. Not on any other.
When it is called total men, real men, coming to talk about men.
Yes.
Oh, my friend, I was watching the clock very closely.
Yeah. And you came in quite early.
Yeah. Almost 20 minutes before.
Yeah. That's how serious it is.
It's serious business. And I'm always excited to be here, honestly.
Thank you.
And then this time, you have brought another man.
Yes. Another man.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind of like sandwich.
Yes, so the conversation is about to go down.
My security is guaranteed. If I cross the line, this guy will come and come,
Very true.
Arthur Shikanda is from Pan-African Christian University. And that's important for me to mention.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason. Those are the people who have made me actually be known by Hope Media.
Yes.
And PAC University, as you know, is where leaders are made. And I encourage those who are going to be listening, and if they have any questions concerning PAC, I am here to answer all of it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can be part of this
great
conversation.
University. Yes, that's true.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Dr. And as always, an honor wherever you join us on our set. Today, what a conversation. Loneliness in men. You put me on the spot, Frank. I don't know at any point. I'm not saying I know now you're married and all.
Yes.
But as a man from the time, as a boy, because even boys, they grow up to become men.
That's true.
And they usually say there is a boy in every man. That is usually what experts usually try to put it. That there is a boy
in every man.
At one time in their behavior, you will see the boyish, the boyish style coming out.
They will do something that
behavior.
Remind you that they are boys. Loneliness. Have you ever experienced loneliness, and at what level?
George, while growing up, you know, we've been taught to bottle up things, to suppress our emotions, you know, just to, like men don't, you know, expose their issues, they don't share, you know? That's what we've been taught while growing up. And this is how the African culture has been wired. That a man should be strong. Why should you talk? Why should you be vulnerable with your issues? Keep them to yourself, bottle them up. But now, I remember this time when I was in campus. You know, when you're trying to learn a few things, you're just naive. And you get to this place and you're like, I know no one, there are culture shocks and there is everything else happening. And you feel out of place, bro. Because it's now a season to adjust. That was a season that I can say was the worst season because I got into loneliness. You know, you're used to family, used to your parents, used to your siblings. But now you have to create a new, you know, environment of friends. It was tough. So I've been there as a man. And of course, there are, you know, different transitions in life that make a man also lonely. There is a point where you come, you want to get married. When you marry, you're now just being, you know, joined with your wife. So you have to separate yourself. Ujitenge kidogo. So as much as you're with your spouse, you're missing out something when it comes to, you know, things about men. So it's something that I feel so every other man experiences. And in different transitions in life.
Daktari, maybe.
I could pick it up. From what he's talking about. That's what we call in psychology the launching phase.
The launching phase.
That time when he went to the university is probably when he experienced the first freedom ever. And he didn't know what to do.
What am I doing with this freedom?
What am I doing with this freedom? Because initially he was told, go to school, do that, come here, do that. But when he gets there, that's a total different thing. However, we try to put this into context.
True.
What is this loneliness? Because, like, is it solitude that this man is alone? The answer is no. Can somebody feel lonely even when he's in a crowd? Oh, yeah.
It's possible.
It is possible. Because loneliness in this context is somebody yearning for that social connection, social relationship, even when you are in a crowd. You find everybody is excited around you, but then when you go back into your cocoon, you realize, remember this guy mentioned about Manu?
He was trying to trigger me.
You know, that is where many of us go to hide. Many of the men will go and hide there.
To bury our heads.
And again, we'll go back to his conversation. We have, you mentioned the boys. Then we come into the adolescent phase of life. If you look at the way this population functions, they operate in what we call in mob psychology. Like they are walking in a gang. You know, all the time you are in a gang. You know, if you look around, schools are closed now, boys are in a gang. But then as you keep on aging, this gang begins to reduce and reduce and reduce because they are pairing up with the opposite gender. And the moment a man identifies with an opposite gender in a relationship, whether it is on Christian ethics or secular, then they begin to detach from the other people. Loneliness begins to strike because this stranger called the female gender does not understand some of the things you are doing as a boy, as a man, as an adolescent. So this loneliness is a very important topic. Actually, I'm happy that that you considered. You considered that we could discuss it now. And I would urge men, let us come together. Let's talk about this loneliness. And that's the elephant in the room of most of us men. Because we don't have that ability to socialize and create attachments with other people like the female genders do.
Yeah. And actually they are quite good at that. But when it comes to us as men, and we were discussing that even when we were talking about now how we try, before we look at how and what loneliness in men look like, we were trying to say we try as men to cope with this loneliness. And that is where the issue of the Manu thing came into play, because that is actually the number one coping mechanism for so many of us as men. So that you find that we already have the fixture lists. And
we
so
know when the game is
we
happening.
already know that we have from tomorrow. Like now I know. Tomorrow, 3:30, my Man United is in action. So from 2:30...
And Arsenal will be cheering them to be beaten.
So you see, so with that...
Every one of them will be busy.
Exactly. Every man now, tomorrow, from that time, will be busy. Because those who are for or against will be there watching and throwing all forms of energy. And at that point, I am not myself. I'm a totally different person.
Unasema shangilia lakini usiniguze.
Usiniguze. Shangilia lakini...
Actually, do they even know who is standing next to them?
They
have no idea.
By the way.
Who is behind, who is in front? All their eyes are on that inflated skin. And the person who is chasing other, even their screaming is on that particular thing. So the moment that ball and the player is removed, then what?
By the way.
The adrenaline that was charged in that man is totally depleted. Kama mpira imetolewa hewa. Imeondoka. Inflated. Kabisa.
Because the person that you were during those, should I call them the 3
Welcome to the world of Hope Media, a media unit of Christ is the Answer Ministries that is committed to spreading the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ through the transformative power of media. Hope Media is dedicated to utilizing various forms of media to spread the message of hope, love, and redemption to all people around the world. Hope Media consists of various units that work together to achieve this goal. These units include Hope FM. Hope FM is your #1 Christian radio station offering you discussions on current day-to-day issues, inspiring music, life-changing sermons, and news updates, broadcasting 80% in English and 20% in Swahili, with listenership of over 12 million every month. Hope TV. Hope TV programming is designed to inspire, educate, and challenge the viewer with wholesome content to reach various demographic groups, children, youth, and adults, both male and female, with viewership of over 24 million every month. Hope Recording Studios. Hope Recording Studios is a state-of-the-art recording facility that offers high-quality recording, mixing, and mastering services. It is designed to meet the needs of musicians, artists, and other creative professionals who require top-notch recording facilities. Hope Creative. At Hope Creatives, we believe that inspiring graphic design work doesn't just happen. It takes the right people with wild, out-of-the-box ideas, committed to the same ideals, working together to make it happen. We listen, we learn, we brand. Hope Digital. Hope Digital is a creative digital unit within Hope Media. We are driven by a passion to creatively express ourselves while influencing you with the same creative energy in online spaces and beyond. At Hope Media, we believe that media can be a powerful tool for spreading the message of hope as well as grow your business through advertisements. And we do this with excellence. For more information regarding our services, please visit www.hopemediakenya.org or call us on 0709 861 180. Hope Media. We keep hope alive.
These days, the tide pulls harder. We rise early, hustle harder, and keep moving. But even strong men drift when there's nothing holding them. It's time to be anchored. This November, the Sitam Men Joint Leadership invite you to a defining moment. The Anchored Man Men's Conference 2025. Mark your calendar for the 14th and the 15th of November from 8 a.m. at Sitam Karen. 2 powerful days complete with plenary sessions that challenge, worship that renews, and expert-led workshops that tackle sensitive issues and anchor real men in real truth. Featuring the presiding bishop of Sitam, Bishop Callisto Odede, the Deputy Bishop, Reverend Justus Mugambi, Regional Overseer, Reverend Jotham Munene, the Sitam Men's Patron, Reverend Jesse Mwa.
We had set up quite early.
Huyu jamaa alikuwa amebamba
kabisa.
Kama
And workshop panelists Dr. Wahome Ngare, Elder Simon Wafubwa, and Mr. Kingston Ogango. Entry is absolutely free. Register online or at any Sitam assembly near you. See you there. There's a world out there searching for hope, and you can help bring it home. By becoming a friend of Hope, you're helping us share the love of Jesus through Hope FM and Hope TV. With a donation of any amount, join hands with us to bring hope and point souls to the transforming power of Jesus Christ. Become a friend of Hope today by making your donation through the M-Pesa paybill number 933933, account FOH. For more information on how to become a friend of Hope, call 0116-212-723 or email customerexperience@hopefm.org or visit www.hopemediakenya.org. Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive. Get inspirational and spiritual nourishment to grow your faith.
These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me.
Think about the future with God and therefore prepare as you live today.
There is now no Jew, Gentile, no male, no female. We can never be divided on tribal lines.
There's nothing as bad when pride enters the congregation of believers.
Sitam Specials, Monday to Friday at 3 p.m. only on Hope TV. There's a world out there searching for hope, and you can help bring it home. By becoming a friend of Hope, you're helping us share the love of Jesus through Hope FM and Hope TV. With a donation of any amount, join hands with us to bring hope and point souls to the transforming power of Jesus Christ. Become a friend of Hope today by making your donation through the M-Pesa paybill number 933933, account FOH. For more information on how to become a friend of Hope, call 0116-212-723 or email customerexperience@hopefm.org or visit www.hopemediakenya.org. Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive. Get inspirational and spiritual nourishment to grow your faith.
These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me.
Think about the future with God and therefore prepare as you live today.
There is now no Jew, Gentile, no male, no female. We can never be divided on tribal lines.
There's nothing as bad when pride enters the congregation of believers.
Sit-up specials, Monday to Friday at 3 p.m. only on Hope TV.
Get ready for an unforgettable worship experience. Every Sunday on Ultimate Worship. Where we bring you live music, powerful praise, and anointed gospel ministers and bands. Join us every Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Everywhere I go, I see you right there.
It's not just music.
And welcome back. This is Men on Record right here at Hope Media. We are across all our media platforms, that is social media platforms. We are on Hope FM. We are also on Hope TV. And tonight we are discussing loneliness in men. And I know that so far so good. But remember, as we continue with the conversation, education at Brookshine Schools is more than books and grades. It's about shaping the whole child. At Brookshine Schools, learning does go beyond the classroom to nurture character, leadership, and faith. It's located in Kamulu, which is just an hour's drive from the CBD. And Brookshine is a faith-based, family-oriented school that partners with parents and the church to raise balanced, confident, and also compassionate young people who are prepared to lead with excellence. Now, through their pastoral program of instruction and also a close collaboration with Sitam Kangunda Road, Brookshine blends spiritual guidance with academic growth, ensuring children grow strong in values, purpose, and also vision. Admissions are now open, and so you can visit their website, brookshineschool.ac.ke, to book a school tour and secure your child's place today. Brookshine Schools focused towards excellence. And as we were going for that break, Daktari, allow us to pick it up from there. In as far as you have seen so many people come to visit you for counseling, for an opinion on matters loneliness. Describe for us how and what loneliness looks like in a man.
Two types stand out. Two types of loneliness.
Yes.
We have the one we call the emotional loneliness. Emotional loneliness.
Yes.
In this case, because like even if you look at the way we are sitting,
yes,
if it was the female gender, they would have been reaching out to one another. That's the emotional chemistry part of it. For us men, even for a man to move, when the man makes a step towards you, you make a step backwards.
Yeah.
You know, like that emotional loneliness is very devastating because it goes to the core of the mind, the heart of that man. And when it is lacking, this man also does not even know it is missing because there are no overt, meaning outward symptoms to show that you are yearning for that. Let me give an example. Haven't you seen a man being excited and saying that if the wife is going away, he said, no, you go, have no problem, you go. And life will go on. Yeah. But deep inside that man knows that lady going away is his lifeline. Yeah. Emotional loneliness. Yes. And we can actually have two people living together. I think that's the conversation we were having when we took a break. Yes. Two people living in the same house. Yeah. And they have no emotional connection. One of them is so lonely, and that's the category that come for therapy. Okay. But most of them, they will be female. The female gender. The man, I think the way you are saying, the way you are socialized, you know, you began from that perspective. Then the second one is lack of social loneliness. Can you imagine the only thing me and you can be able to mention here in this three of us is football. Probably there's another one. If you ask politics, you know, things that don't bring us together. We are talking about other people, but and what they are doing. But the woman person in that social context, if you look at them, they narrow down, zero in on one person, and they become so close that even if somebody didn't sleep, unasikia naambia aki wo ye aki jana si kulala. If you went and told your fellow man, jana haukulala, nakwambia so unataka nifanye? So unataka?
Unalala nini?
So those are the areas where probably the man should begin learn. It's a new thing. We have to learn to come out. Just literally learn to come out, identify, because loneliness has no physiological symptoms. That I'm feeling so lonely, because you will see symptoms of a man is withdrawn, a man is normally isolated, sitting alone, and the only companion is that bottle, if they are not born again. Bottle. The bottle. And then they would also hide on the thing called the phone. These days, there is something social media. That's the thing. Somebody you find a man mpaka shingo zetu zimeanza kujikunja, unajua? Yani kwa maana because you are spending also a lot of time there. So there are different categories of loneliness that could come out. If the men that are listening to us now can listen to that, they can actually be able to come out and say, hey, this is how I'm struggling. And then we can now discuss what help can come out of that.
All right. And we talked about a boy in every man. And so like we want to talk about, maybe is there an age when loneliness begins to show up in men, or does it just begin from the point of teenagehood, or when somebody is still a boy, even those transitions in life? When exactly does it start?
You see, like we have in the developmental science, we have categories of stages of growth. So when a man hits that hormonal change, testosterone, and it from the WHO records now begins at the age of 10. Can you imagine? So early, at the age of 10 years, and when a man will begin already to change, you find your own son in the house sits awkwardly somewhere in some corner. They don't speak. And they don't speak. And mom and dad are wondering, what's wrong with you? Why? Are you sick? No.
It's just adolescence.
Why are you in that state? I'm okay. It just begins in such a small way. Then as they progress on, remember now, at the age of 25 is where there is also another change, because the frontal cortex, this part of the head, the maturity now of the brain happens at that time, which is responsible for intellectual abilities, decision makings, and the executive area of the brain. Again, it comes with other challenges. Now that I am who I am, you withdraw further from people. Then the other stage that comes in, sometimes it can come early, from the age of 35 all the way to 55. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. So the man is trying to catch up with the lost time. Unajua anajaribu kuingia kwa vijana because they lost the time, they don't fit. Unapata jamaa anaacha koti avae, lakini wao wamevaa kama
Jiji, wao wameacha koti. Are you trying to communicate?
Am I trying to fit?
Are you
trying to fit? So like Yeah. So like they are trying to fit, but as they move closer to this generation, now in a move away. Inasonga, ukikuja inasonga.
Yes.
So then the loneliness increases. Increases. And in fact, it is that critical stage where in the field of psychology, we teach the men to begin to prepare themselves for that package of retirement. Because the opposite gender, who is their wife, let me tell you, that is when life begins. Haven't you seen Madhe huko Ushago? Anajibodoa. Wakati amefika hiyo miaka 55, ndia anajibodoa.
Anasema mzee ni wewe.
Hata anaona, nimeenda mkutano ya hii, nimeenda chama hii, nimeenda hii. Na mzee mangedhia tu hapo home. You know? Amekaa tu hapo home. Anaambiwanga ikifika saa 7 chemshia mzee, chemshia kukaa. You know now, that's a grandchild. So you see that loneliness can pursue us and actually expedite our process to the grave. This is why it is very, very serious, because it now comes up and begins to build up elements of depression. It builds up depression. That's why those stages need to be monitored.
And especially now, Daktari, that you mentioned that, and especially now the retirement age. I'm looking at it now, picking it up from where you have left it. This man was used to a community. Maybe he was in he was in employment. He was in business. And so every morning, he had a routine. Every morning, during the day, he would meet different people. They would engage and all. But then all of a sudden, his life now has changed. And dramatically so, because now there's no that routine. He used to wake up at 5. Now he's waking up at 4 a.m. But he doesn't have a routine like the previous routine. He doesn't know even where to go and hang out or who to even hang out with.
They don't have friends at home in the village.
They don't have friends at home.
In fact, the worst part of it is that the phone stops ringing. It literally stops ringing. That routine begins from the phone. And they do not know what to do other than the rota. That I wake up in the morning, I clean, I bathe, I take breakfast, I hit the road. I'm going to the office. You are now giving orders. Maybe you are in a managerial capacity, and that status already, it gives you and boosts your self-esteem and ego. And the moment that is withdrawn, oh my God, the man finds himself in a very awkward position. And by the way, did you know, even us, we could probably visit each other because you are now in Hope Media. But then when I leave PAC University, will you still call me? Because listen to this. What makes the man a man is the status out there. So probably we need now to discuss about that retirement program and say, life after the corporate market. Then what? What do we do after that corporate market? Because many of the men would go home, and when you meet at home, you find Shosho. Then you ask, where's Kuka? We planted him there. They show you the ground where they put him underground. Because we don't stay. So we need to work up a strategy as men and come up with a retirement plan. Yes, go ahead.
Because I'm now trying to look at it. How do we help this man? How do you help Gigi? How do you help Frank? How do you help even yourself, Daktari? Because now, as you have said, once you exit PAC,
oh my God!
Once I exit Hope Media,
it's like the phone has no network.
I will go to the mobile phone fundi. Kindly check my phone.
Aishiki network.
The fundi anakula pesa, but anakwambia na
ni majamaa wamejua you have lost your value because they know now you have nothing to offer. And this is why somebody called Eric Erickson in his study, he said that for a man especially, plan your retirement from the age of 20. 20 years.
20
if
years.
There is anybody listening to
20-year-olds.
20-year-olds.
One of them is here. Mr. TikTok. 20.
This is a good one.
You know, they think they are young.
Oh, yeah.
From 20 years.
20 years you begin to plan for your retirement. 20 years. Unakula nusu na unaweka nusu. Unakula. And again, the financial investors or analysts will tell you, saving money, hard cash, even if it's million or 10 million in the bank, that is not investment.
No, it's not.
But you are 20, from 20 years, you begin to have a projection of exiting. Of exiting. I can share with you mine. I began early. But now it hasn't taken root, but at least.
You're
somewhere.
At least.
You're somewhere. You're somewhere. And I like that because many a times we as men, we think that, we will be here,
we're here forever.
Like forever.
Yeah.
And so we are very careless, should I say. And when we are now in our heydays, as opposed to what the phrase, you make hay when the sun shines.
Absolutely.
We are like, we tutajisort there.
We still have time.
We still have time.
There's no hurry.
Na hata hiyo kujisort, utapata if somebody like, for example, I'm a lecturer. And if I left my lecturer position, and then muta aende kunipata nafuga kuku, in my retirement, that alone in itself, it will lower my self-esteem. So the loneliness of engaging and interacting with the chicken, it's a new concept. Something I never learned. I never knew about it. In the lecture halls, running up and down, doing consultancy, seeing people, phones ringing. Then all of a sudden, everything is switched off. I have to learn a new thing. And let me tell you, you cannot teach an old dog a new trick.
Yeah.
Ama ijiume yenyewe.
So you mean the solution to all this is to start as early as 20? Because, George, many a times, the young people feel this is the time to chase deals. You chase the bag, you forget to spare something for tomorrow.
And I hope someone is listening, and especially the young, should I call them the young tax, the young blood, that they can start early and just set aside something small. And this is for the benefit, your benefit actually, after retirement, that your lifestyle actually doesn't change. You will still continue driving because you sorted your future very early. Let's talk about also, as we were looking at now these coping mechanisms and all, and we highlighted football. Another one who has also noted the same, social media, and the impact that social media is also having in as far as that we are finding solace in social media. As we said, after the show, I will go home, and once I'm at home, just go and slide.
You have a good number of followers.
I have a good number of followers. And so, as opposed to engaging with the people who are physically in my life, I'm now here busy trying to engage with people who are online.
Virtual people.
Virtual
people, yes.
How dangerous is that? Because I feel, and this is also even looking at others, can contribute to loneliness, and especially, again, in the near future, when you retire, where now the children, the emptiness, now the children are out of the house, and it's now you and your wife. There's no... When you are
a unit
doing good, so to speak, you did not create a rapport. You did not create a connection with your wife, with your spouse, with your children. And so when they are out and now you are not the same GG of Hope Media.
You're not the same brand.
You are not the same brand.
You guys, I am in the emptiness. And when the first child left, I used to call my wife Mama Caleb. When Caleb left, I switched to Mama Nelson because Nelly is the second one. Then Nelly left. Then I switched to Mama Ronnie. Ronnie is in Netherlands, our last born son. Then now I realized I have a stranger in the house.
Who's this?
Who is this?
Introduce yourself.
I am trying to figure out who is this lady? Who is this one here? So like, this can give you what you call short-term remedy. But if you don't develop skills to learn one another and engage one another, when the children are still there, where you realize communication is, ambia mami, like you are telling mom through the child. Mom is telling something to you through the child. In the process, like a communication conduit. Let me tell you, when that conduit is removed, you are in trouble. Loneliness intensifies. And as I said, mama is very busy going to Chama, going to what. you will always be left in the house alone. And so the next thing is the screen and then the phone.
Yes.
Oh, my friend, that is the most tiresome stage.
Yeah.
You are looking and you're thinking, why is the clock not winding down and moving faster?
Yeah.
Leo hii siku ni mrefu aje. The day is so long.
Yeah.
Na kumbe ni wewe.
Others actually like
It's so short. I haven't even achieved much.
Yes.
There wasn't enough time. So what you're saying, it begins from where our brother, colleague here was saying, from that age of 20, let's begin to plan early. And remember, 20, somebody's not even married yet.
No.
Not married yet. But as you say it again, living large, you know, out of, beyond your means. That's what our extravagance. I walk around, I see some young people driving cars, machines, not even a car. They are driving machines, you know, and they live in posh homes. And then when you ask them, what do you have? You find, hey, this guy has nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it is important to plan. That big salary, that small salary, that medium salary. Fimbo iliyo mkononi, ndio unaua nayo nyoka.
Ndio hivyo.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's such a challenge.
It is a challenge.
It calls for introspection.
Definitely.
Reflection.
Definitely. Let's talk about how we can... I'm talking about now the social aspect of it and preparing now for that season, that phase of life. How do we prepare so that at least I have a group of genuine friends who are not with me because of my status or because of my position? How intentional should I be as a man?
Intentionality cannot begin when you are already a grown-up. It has to begin early.
That's fattening a bull in the market day.
On the market day, and then you slaughter it. It can't work. It can't. Because, again, we need to draw a dichotomy. Many people say, so-and-so is my friend, so-and-so is my friend. You know, I need to distinguish between workmates.
Yes.
Between church members, people who, people who are just people you meet.
It's by default.
By default, that's the word, by default.
By default.
Yeah, you meet them by default. This is the population that we confuse to be our friends. So that when they now move away from us, when our status is narrowed down, we begin to lament and withdraw to the cocoon. Were they really your friends? The answer is no.
Okay.
You know, I have 2 friends in this country.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. The rest of them are my colleagues. And my workmates, my acquaintances. Because I have 2.
No, you're hurting many.
No. You see, I have to do a definition, to define who is my friend.
Oh, yes.
A friend is somebody you can emotionally connect with. When you are going through something, is somebody you can lean over their shoulder and even cry there, and they won't judge you. They won't push you away. Even in your lowest of the moments, how many of the people who surround you that you call your friends can give you that opportunity? So I learned from that experience and began to sift through. I love all these people. We work together. But I have 2 that are actually are serious friends.
Those are your friends
Those
that you can actually say.
My real friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just thinking about, talking of which, I'm thinking about this person. There's an elderly person in the society. They've not been able to make good use of the time they had to create these friends. Where can they begin? Because they need a friend anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just learning something right now and they're like, I need to find somebody to call a friend. Where do they start?
And I think it depends on where you go for your social gathering. Because one of the things being Christians, the church has played a very big role in giving us people who can actually be genuine. Because already they have been sifted by Christ. You remember that Christ has already done that for you and brought them and gathered them somewhere. So when we have departments like the men's fellowship, it can be a very good opportunity for the men to enter in there. And remember, men cannot be attracted even in a church social meeting, just be told, hey, come, let's pray. Oh, come, let us have a kesha or something like that. The man will be sitting there and looking at it and, okay, pray what, you know. and they are born again, you know? But they are not motivated. They need some like a bait, a bait to draw them closer.
Yes.
Call them for a seminar. There is a business executive coming to talk to us about business. And then in that process, they are praying. You are making networks and connecting with the people. And the moderator must be very intentional to tell these people, I've brought you together so that you can network. Identify one another. People of the same affinity. What you desire to do that the other person is also doing.
Yes.
Then when you begin to identify that way and keep the contact genuinely in the church, I have found it possible. You can get the right people.
Okay.
But in this social gathering, like in football, where we talked about in Manu.
And actually we were saying, even, I think we highlighted it even last week when we were having our conversation. Many a times, these people we are having this banter with, this football talk and all. Do you know after the 4 hours, I will go back home and I will say, hey, uyo jamaa wa Manu, uyo jamaa wa Chelsea. I don't know their name.
Absolutely.
No name.
No, I don't.
Absolutely.
Uyo jamaa alikuwa na jezi.
Uyo alikuwa amevaa jezi.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even take the initiative.
Do you even know when they score, you turn around and hug like a stranger? You hug somebody. It's only when you realize, who is this?
Who's this?
Who is this?
Yes, yes.
So that emotional bond, that's why we are saying the social places where the men go is also very important.
Okay.
Football is not one of them. But if the church now can create opportunities like men's fellowship are having this, they are starting enterprise this, they are doing that, and men are being brought together, even over breakfast. Not the way to a man's heart is through the stomach. You know, even over breakfast, a lot of things are happening. And then the last one, I think, from the church, I have seen it. There's one church which I belong to, KAG, like East Buruburu. I have seen real men who are executives in organizations, singing in the praise and worship there in the choir. That is one of the best places to go in there and wind down. Wind down, and you are making proper connection with people and also with God.
The platform is there already.
Absolutely, the platform is.
So it's just you to be intentional to now create.
Plug in. Plug in.
Yeah.
And you're home and dry.
Thank you so very much also for the feedback, and lots of feedback coming in this evening, and we appreciate you for the same. Of course, Doreen of Syokimau, thank you so very much. You have addressed that issue of the coping mechanism, the coping place being the phone, aka TikTok. Mose is also asking, I married my wife who I considered as a friend too, but after an incident in our marriage, we have become formal. The friendship is gone. This causes me loneliness in my home. This is Mose. And I think we had highlighted that some men, they, for emotional, because men, we tend to detach ourselves emotionally speaking, but there is that need of emotional connection. We connect with our wives, with our wives. But when such a thing happens, and now you have detached emotionally from your wife, what happens, and how? What advice would you give this gentleman?
From that brief account, it looks like there is loss of trust. The trust element has been affected or impeded because of the incident that happened that they haven't mentioned there. And the more they stay without dealing with that elephant in the room, it's like wine. The longer it stays, the more it ferments and it becomes stronger. So the divisions will keep on, the crack will keep on expanding and expanding. So one of the advices we would give to such a couple is they come out and seek for counseling. Come out and seek for counseling because that issue must be addressed, but it could only have been a trigger. There could have been underlying issues. That's why it's only through a counseling process that you can be able to determine and give them proper intervention.
I also see another one saying here, you, Gigi, say that you remain with your wife, the one you did not treat well when you were still the lion. That's the time your wife starts to revenge. Ndio kitumbua ya mchanga. So 2 years after retire, you are no more. Tell men to treat their wives well when they are still
That's
strong.
a very good advice. A very good advice.
when you are still the lion.
When you are still the lion. Kama meno bado yuko unavunja mifupa. You know, like, and then you feel like I'm the man. I'm going to show this woman that I'm the man.
Yes.
Remember, like I said earlier, women, when they get to that other age up here, they have an advantage. It's like, I don't know if they have 9 lives, because remember, like, when we are aging, we are hit by small things, the man is deteriorating, but this woman at home is lala, anamuka bado, ako very energetic. So, anakungoja. Anakungoja. Na unajua kwa keep record ni wazuri sana. If there is anybody you should not shortchange, it is your wife. These people,
the records are clear.
Are intact. They are intact. So probably, that message he has given us is very important to every other viewer and listener, that yes, keep contact, keep attachment, keep your relationships going, keep your communications lines open. Where there is any issue, talk about it.
So men, treat your wives well when you are still strong. Thank you so very much. Good evening. As we bring it to a close, how can a man handle loneliness when his wife is ADHD, and especially where the wife does not believe she is ADHD, that is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder?
That is a DSM-5 psychiatric diagnosis. Somebody with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It requires to be managed because it goes into different levels.
But they are saying, before you continue, Daktari, that she does not acknowledge. That's the challenge, I think.
She does not acknowledge.
Especially where the wife does not believe she is ADHD.
In such a case, normally what we do, because we now take the man, because you can't go through her, you can't go over her, you can't go around her. So what we advise the man, you come. We teach you what we call coping skills. So that the stressors that are emanating from that will not degenerate you also into another depressive and commit a crime. Right? We give you coping skills to live and survive with that particular one. It's just like the way Paul was saying, he wanted to go to remove a thorn from his flesh, and then he said, no, my grace, my grace is sufficient. So the coping skill will be able to sustain the person.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. Also, Maria joining in and saying, good show, great conversation, and Frank and the guest ako on point. So thank you so very much. As we bring this to a conclusion, what would be the rallying call to men of all ages, young, middle-aged, old, and all, in as far as loneliness is concerned?
I think society is changing. For me, it is not like in the days when I grew up, like on the farm. There were many activities that would be engaged in. But when you come to the urban center, the man must be very intentional to find a social gathering and find something to engage in outside of the employment sector. Then it's become a little too narrow and very competitive. And for you to identify somebody, you must be very intentional. So I think the rallying call to us, to our fellow men, is please come out. Come out into very, what I can call positive gatherings, like the church meetings, like, kind of enterprises. That's something that can keep you going. But above all, begin to save now. If you are 20, begin now. If you are 90, it's never too late. You can also begin even now. Immediately now. Thank you.
And I think I like what you have said in terms of social gatherings, meetings and all. And talking of such, there is one that is coming up next weekend. And this is on Friday and on Saturday, the 14th and the 15th. And this is, I like the rallying call. Do you know that strong men drift when there is nothing holding them? Men, it is time to be anchored. And the CITAM Men's Joint Leadership is inviting you to this defining moment, the Anchored Man Men's Conference 2025. It will be happening on the 14th and the 15th of November from 8 a.m. and it will be happening at CITAM Karen. And some of the speakers will have CITAM Bishop Reverend Kalisto Odede, Deputy Bishop Reverend Justus Mugambi, the Overseer Reverend Joseph Jotham Munene, Sitam Valley Road Senior Pastor and the men's patron, Reverend Jesse Mwai. And also we'll be having workshop panelists. We'll be having Dr. Johnson K. Mutiso, Dr. Wahome Ngari. We will have Elder Simon Wafubwa and Kingston Ogango. Good thing, it is absolutely free of charge. And so Friday from 8 a.m. all roads are leading to Sitam Karen for these joint men's, this is called the men's conference titled The Anchored Man. And these are some of the things that we are talking about. Yes. Just men coming together. And I like it because it is a congregation of all men, of all backgrounds, all ages, all status. Just coming
My friend,
together.
I need to see you there.
Sure.
I know,
We
right?
have to. We have to. We need to talk about our issues.
Definitely. And even as we are challenged to save, how to even treat others, how to treat our spouses. So that, especially now that we are still roaring and we are still lions, so that when that time comes, they will
Uko sawa.
Tuko sawa.
Kama si simba kisha nyeshewa. Kisha kuwa paka.
Utakuwa paka. Awesome. Daktari, before we allow you to leave, maybe how can we get in touch with you?
Yes, that's a good question.
Yeah.
And I really am grateful to have sat next to the two of you.
Thank you.
PAC University is where I work. I'm full-time staff there, the head of the Department of Psychology by God's grace. We have all manner of programs, leadership, theology, community development, psychology, and name it, communication. In fact, we train your journalists like the way you are sitting here.
Yes.
And we have state-of-the-art studio, by the way.
We were there.
You are there.
Yeah,
I think you should send us more of these men to come and train. Then of late, we have begun a new program, a PhD in theology. Then we have also a master's degree in chaplaincy. Let me tell you, PAC is geared towards meeting the needs of the society. All our programs are tailored to meet the need of the consumer out there. So even a man is listening to us. You go to our website, PAC University, go to the website. Give me a call. I am Arthur Shikanda. Reach out to me even personally.
Awesome.
And I'll be there to talk to you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You have made this conversation lively, and we thank you so very much for your wisdom, your knowledge as well, and even opening our, our exposure to this topic. And thank you so much as well, Favored Frank. And looking forward, how was the experience?
And your maskani.
This is great. This is the place.
Jamaa amepata maskani sasa. Ametupwa kwa bahari.
Jamaa kidogo ni kama kilikuwa kinaingia mchanga. It's good to have you, bro. And so we are looking forward to engagements as well.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so very much. And thank you for your company this evening. And before we leave, remember this show was sponsored by Brookshine Schools, where education is more than books and grades. It's all about shaping the whole child. Remember, at Brookshine Schools, learning goes beyond the classroom to nurture character, leadership, and faith. Located in Kamulu, just an hour's drive from the CBD, Brookshine School is a faith-based, family-oriented school that partners with parents and the church to raise balanced, confident, and also compassionate young people prepared to lead with excellence. And through their pastoral program of instruction and a close collaboration with Sitam Kangundo Road, Brookshine School blends spiritual guidance with academic growth, ensuring children grow strong in values, purpose, and vision. And admissions are now open, so you can visit the website brookshineschool.ac.ke to book a school tour and secure your child's place today. Brookshine Schools, focused towards excellence. Thank you so very much for your company. God willing, we'll do this again, same time, same place next week. Remember, we will be at Sitam Karen for the men's conference, so please tune in and plug in as well. Remember, entry is absolutely free. From me, George Gichuru, and the amazing panelists, we wish you a blessed and a fruitful weekend ahead. Kutoka kwetu, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye.
That was awesome, eh?
Yeah, fantastic.
Great one.
Yeah.